There it goes. Okay, that took it a second to go. Okay, did we go watch another movie?
Yes.
It's Tuesday, so here on Tuesdays it's cheap movie day, and at the cheap theater they're only $2. So
and we went to.
What did we see?
Ugly Dolls.
Ugly Dolls. Okay, so we'll start off by not telling them what happened in the movie. But did you like the movie?
Yes.
What did you like about it? What did you like about the movie?
When the pink.
Okay, guys.
When the pink doll calmed the robot baby.
Oh, you liked the end the best.
Yeah.
So spoilers.
Yeah. Well, that it doesn't really give anything away, but she liked the end of the movie.
Yes.
Did you like the music?
Yes. I have the music in my head.
Okay. Let's see what else. Did you like the different characters? They had a lot of different characters, didn't they?
Don't kick that.
Okay. So, Adelaide says the movie's a good movie. You think other people should go see it? Yeah, okay.
We always say this in our videos.
Well, no, it's not always. Because my opinion, I didn't like the movie. I wouldn't recommend people go see it. But clearly, Adelaide really liked it. And there were two ladies sitting behind us that thought this movie was hysterical. And they kept laughing so loud that I kept thinking, what are they laughing at? This is not funny. Anyways, okay, so now we're going to talk about the movie a bit. So if you don't want spoilers, then you can turn it off. And you know that Adelaide recommends the movie. I don't. Okay, what's the basic story of this movie, Adelaide? What happens? What's the storyline of it?
That even though dolls look ugly, they still can go to boys and girls.
Okay, so that'd be the theme of the movie, wouldn't it? That the dolls. It wasn't really, the theme wouldn't be just dolls. That some people might say it's an ugliness, but that's what makes us different, and the differences are what's good, right? So that was kind of the idea.
Difference is always good. You have personalities, things that you can do. We can all do different stuff. Our personalities is what make us different.
Makes us unique and makes us special, right? So that's the theme of the movie.
I got a lot of personalities.
You do have a lot of personality.
Yes. Doing flips on my bed.
Yes, you do like to do flips on your bed.
Yes, every day I do some.
There's a reason we have I know it's not personal. There's a reason we kept the mattress on the floor, because she likes to do gymnastics on her bed. And I've explained to her, this is why we haven't bought you a bed frame to go underneath that mattress.
I never plan to have a bed frame until I get too old.
Until she starts doing gymnastics. Anyway, so the story is that there are these, it's like a big doll machine, right? Or I think it's really a stuffy machine. They keep saying dolls, but it's stuffies. And it scans the stuffies as it goes through. And if there's one that's not perfect, it goes through, like it pulls it out of the line and it puts it in a different line, right?
Yeah.
And then where do those go? All the mess up ones.
They go to a different place that is called Uglyville.
They go to Uglyville. Right. So the main character, do you remember what her name was? Moxie?
Yes.
Moxie. So the main character, Moxie, is the pink ugly doll. Yes. She's super excited to find her kid.
Yeah.
Right?
And she always says that it might be the day that she finds her perfect kid.
Yeah, it might be today, and she's very excited, cheerful, happy.
Maybe today, maybe
stuffy.
2 days, maybe 2 days, maybe 2 days.
The whole town of Uglyville, it reminded me of a kid's Christmas movie where they're all just happy and cheerful and singing and dancing. Toys. Yes. it totally reminded me of that, and they're all just like, maybe we'll find our kid. And then there's some people that are like, oh, the real world's not a real thing. That's not going to happen. Anyways, so Moxie decides to go and find her kid. And they end up going to...
letting the kid find her.
Right.
But the kid can't come to Uglyville.
Right. So she tries to go to the real world, right?
Yes.
And she finds an area where all the perfect dolls go to be trained to be dolls. And the head doll is this boy band leader who's a jerk and says anybody that's different is ugly, like if they have a freckle, if they have glasses, if their head's too small. There's a whole song. It's a really long song. Yes. Anyways, so then they have to deal with the jerk of a kid.
Yes, and the jerk of the kid actually made that robot baby upset. He just kicked the baby robot.
Wait, what? And there's a doll in the perfect doll school. She wears glasses. She has to hide that she wears glasses because that would make her ugly. And then they find her glasses and they're like, oh, do I look all smart? Because if you wear glasses, you're smart. Yeah, that's about the look I was doing the whole movie. Just.
So it's an 80s rom-com.
Oh.
The girl loses the glasses and she's beautiful.
No, she didn't let anybody know she had glasses. Because if they knew she had glasses...
When I would watch those movies, I'd be like, I thought she was cute when she had the glasses on.
She wouldn't get to be... she wouldn't get to go get a kid. But the ugly dolls found out she had glasses. And, yeah, anyways. So, it's a whole thing about that. And in the end, they have to do a test.
Yes.
To see if they get to go to the real world.
They keep on getting messy. They can't get messy.
Oh, yeah, and he keeps putting them in the washing machine. It's weird. That was weird. Anyways. So what happened? So the test was they had to go through this house and make it through and get out the house through the doggy door, right?
Yes, through the doggy door, into the dog door to get in the house and then out the doggy door.
Right. And the jerk kid leader decided he was going to do it too. To show that he's awesome, and all the perfect dolls think he's great. What happened when they were doing the test house?
He actually lost.
He lost. That is a hideous hat, Shannon.
Can I see?
That's a Shannon hat right there.
Oh, that is not a good hat.
Okay. So, he lost. How did he lose?
He went across that red line.
Well, okay, so he got out of the house. The time was almost up. The baby grabbed him. It was a robot a baby simulation. There was like a robot dog. They had to get past a dog.
Only half following.
There's a vacuum. I know. I don't want to give too much detail because this just be long and boring. It's a vacuum, and then there's a robot baby at the end, and the robot baby grabs the jerky boy. Right?
And
so what did he do?
Kicked the baby.
Kicked the baby in the face. And the baby grabbed Moxie too, huh?
Yeah.
And so the baby threw Moxie and threw the jerky kid. And then the baby started to cry. Mm-hmm. Huh? And so the jerky boy runs out the doggy door, crosses the finish line in time. And so you'd think he won. But did he win?
No.
No, what happened?
He just lost.
He lost, yeah.
Yeah, because...
What did Moxie do?
He just calmed the baby.
Yeah, she went back and calmed the baby, even though that made it so they didn't get out of the house. Right?
Yeah.
So then what happened?
They win.
They won because that's the doll's job, right? Yeah.
They need to keep the kids not crying.
That's right. They're to comfort kids. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
so that's the movie, basically. So they get to go into the real world and they make a portal where they get to come back and go back and forth, or they join the perfect world and the Uglyville together, and then they're all friends and they paint it all crazy. It all gets all colorful at that point.
Yes, in the Uglyville, they still get messy. They keep on getting messy.
Yes. Well, because they said kids like to get messy. So, yeah, but... Oh, and they put that jerky boy in the washing machine as punishment. It was so weird. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add about this movie?
Yes, at the really end.
Yeah.
The dog is watching the jerky boy clean the floor.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get to go to the real world, did he? Yeah. He was a prototype, so that's why he was there. He didn't get to go to the real world because he's a prototype.
What's a prototype?
Well, he kind of explained it. It's like the practice.
It's like a firstborn child. It's just the effort. They're usually a failure. Usually get it right the second or third time around. First child's a prototype.
See, Adelaide, being the third child, you should agree with this one. Later, you can agree with that.
Sorry.
It's the practice, so it's like
you were the practice child.
It was the first try.
Whoops.
And so then they can see what they need to change to make it perfect.
Yep. Not having more kids.
No, I do not
want
to
have any more brothers. Except for I do want some sisters because I don't have any sisters.
Yeah.
I'm getting the girl that my dad's married to. It's actually done to having another baby, so I'm really excited. I can't wait until the baby comes. I really want it to be a girl.
Okay, well that's not going to happen in this house. We have more than enough kids. Enough kids. Yes. Okay.
Wish catcher.
That's your wish catcher. Yes. You got
I put my wishes in it.
Okay. Is that everything? Okay.
All right, now that it's just us.
And part 2 of this review. Oh my gosh, that movie was awful.
I could have told you with the name Ugly Dolls.
I know, but I quickly looked at reviews. I didn't want to see reviews of what happened in the movie because I don't like knowing what's going to happen.
I had to talk to these people about how I wouldn't sell them crappy lipstick.
That's a good idea.
And then talk about the Raptors because when you're not here, I talk about basketball.
It's a good time to do it when I'm not here.
Yep.
So I looked at the reviews. The reviews were like 35% or something crappy.
It's 28 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was looking at it.
I think it's dropped since I looked at it.
Yeah, I was looking at the cast. It's an interesting cast.
So yeah, I saw it afterwards. It's a bunch of poppy music people.
Yeah, the one that I knew the name, but I didn't know who she was I think it's Bebe Rexha.
I saw the name, and she was one of, if I'm thinking the same right person.
The biggest thing on her right now, if you do search, is whether or not she's had a butt implant.
Oh God.
So she says she hasn't. She just went back to a normal weight. I was really curious because I don't understand why people do that.
That's weird.
Just eat chips.
So
works.
You saw who's in it. Most of the main characters
Kelly Clarkson
are these pop singers. Yes.
Yeah.
So the songs, there's so many of them.
Emma Roberts is the main actress, though. She can't sing, I don't think. Can she sing?
No, the main actor was Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, okay. Because the top billing went to Emma Roberts.
I don't know who that is.
She's Julia Roberts' niece, Eric Roberts' daughter. I know these things. I wish I didn't. Care. Emma Roberts just makes me feel old.
Yeah, I have no idea who that would play, but the main
She's better looking than her aunt, and she can't act like her aunt does.
So the songs, I don't mind music in kids' movies. I think it can be really fun. I love Disney movies. Disney songs can be really fun. Like Moana. The songs, the music in Moana, awesome.
Moana was fun.
Yeah. The first song, I'm just, wait a second. Because they weren't like songs in a kids' movie. They were songs that they were thinking, this could do really good. I think this will get really high on the charts. Because it was like actual songs.
Kelly Clarkson singing. They think it's going to hit the pop charts.
Words that are supposed to be all
maybe 20 years ago,
empowering and all of this, but it was weird, and I really didn't like the music, and it was terrible. And then it'd be like 5 minutes, and, oh crap, they're doing another song. Oh, they're full-length songs.
They're musicals, though. Almost every cartoon's a musical on some level.
No. That's not true.
Heck, even Transformers. That's a damn music. That's a great one.
But there's a lot
Get to the Junkticons planet. That's some good stuff.
Movies have really fun music. This was not kids' movie music. It was pop songs.
They sing about sex?
Terrible. Shannon.
No, I'm just saying, if they're pop songs, they may have had double meanings, a double entendre to them.
No, it was all supposed to be empowering and all this, except for the "You're Ugly" song. That was weird. Yeah, that was one of the Jonas Brothers. Played the jerky kid.
You're ugly. You're ugly. Your mama says you're ugly.
No, anyways, it wasn't even a fun way. I was just talking about your head's too small and you have a freckle, and it was.
Was that in Wildcats? Somebody mentioned that in the comment section below. So Wildcats, that they had the football cheerleaders that chanted at the other team that you're ugly. Your mama says you're ugly. Anyways.
Okay.
Just got that tangent going. So Wildcats is a good movie. It's not bad. I don't know what that means. It's from the 80s. It's where Goldie Hawn has to coach a football team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn. Yeah, 80s.
It's entertaining.
This movie wasn't. But if you put it on like a scale of like from Tangled to Angry Birds, it wasn't quite Angry Birds terrible.
Was it Emoji Movie terrible?
I refuse to watch that.
I've tried to get her to watch it.
I'm pretty sure this gotta be close to Angry Birds level.
Emoji Movie is so stupid.
I'm pretty sure.
It is so mind-numbingly stupid.
And it wouldn't be quite as bad as like Ferdinand level. I don't think I've ever talked about that one.
How does it compare with Smallfoot?
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
But Smallfoot was more the whole time just like, wait, what? That movie was so weird from the very beginning. Ugh, Smallfoot was something else. That was weird. Do people like the movie Smallfoot?
I don't know. Did you learn that people shouldn't be judged for being ugly?
Yeah, that's what it was, and that makes us unique, and that's what makes you special, and different is good. And
the people doing the voices for the characters.
Broken,
people doing the voices of the characters are obviously normal-looking, everyday people.
Right. It was.
If I've looked at Emma Roberts and often said that's how an average-looking woman looks. That's pretty average.
And there were these two older ladies behind us that kept laughing, and they just.
Well, maybe their hearing was going, so to them the jokes were good because they missed half the words.
There was a family there, and their kids had two ugly doll stuffies with them, and so I was thinking, this isn't the first time they've seen it. And while we were in the middle of the movie, I was thinking, I would like to never see this movie again. Oh my gosh, how long is this movie? But I did good. I didn't fall asleep, so that's something. It makes it better than Chipmunks movie level then.
See, Emma Roberts, that's her next to her her aunt there. Julia Roberts. So she's got the giant mouth too.
Right.
Unhinge her jaw and eat small rodents.
Shannon.
I've always thought that with Julia, so it's a family trait, I guess.
So not as bad as Angry Birds, which is the worst movie I think I've ever seen. Yeah, but it was pretty bad.
So she's not a fan.
No, it was awful. And the music was terrible. And it was very, very predictable.
Well, of course it is. It's a
Except for
movie.
Right. No.
Like, you don't expect Cinderella to die.
No.
She ate the apple. Time to go.
No.
Wow, she's dead. Well, let's go, kids.
But, some movies are super predictable. That was why I didn't like Ferdinand.
Now, if Dwight Schrute made Cinderella.
That movie was exactly like you thought it would be. It was just, this hit all the points that a kid movie makes. But think about, like, a Disney movie. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. You know the good guy's going to win. But you don't know exactly how it's going to happen.
See,
right? Like Frozen. know they're gonna win and it's gonna be good, but you don't know that the one guy's gonna turn. Or,
I didn't like Frozen though.
See, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
I like Tangled. Tangled was fantastic, but I did not like Frozen.
I liked Frozen.
I remember watching Frozen and it ended, and I'm like, "That's the whole movie."
See, to me, the problem with Frozen is that it was so hyped before I saw it. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, this movie is amazing.
It's just transformative," and I'm like, "Right, that's it."
And compared to Tangled, it was just one of those. Oh.
And now today they released the full length trailer for the new one, and everybody's losing their minds over the trailer for the new Frozen. I don't care.
But see, to me, the problem with Frozen is that it was so hyped before I got to see it that when I did get to see it, I was like,
I want to see a crossover where Elsa's recruited by the X-Men.
No, it's cute, but it's not this amazing movie that everybody said it was.
She got meta DNA. Maybe she could cross over with the Flash. You could do something there. Put her in the DC universe. She could be a meta.
You're such a dork.
That'd be great.
Such a dork.
Cisco ends up trapping her and she ends up stuck under Star Labs.
If you want, you can watch Ugly Dolls when it goes on to Netflix or something.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
But
I'm fine. I appreciate not going to see this.
Awful. I was tempted to come home and tell Alexa to play one of the songs. So you'd know what I was talking about.
I'm really glad that mine doesn't.
I know. I wouldn't say it.
That's not the word that gets used to wake mine up. Because it would have been like, oh, you're talking about this.
Let me play that song for you.
Like if it was play the worst song ever and that started playing. Oh, did you mean Ugly Dolls? So.
Yeah.
Yours is drunk upstairs, so you must ask the same question 4 times today before it gave you the right answer.
You have to do that though. You have to word the question just right for it to give you an answer. Otherwise it tells you.
Mine's much better behaved than that.
But mine, it switched off of the Amazon thing again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, yours is drunk. It's drunk with power. Gives her false information. So, you're recommending people don't watch this?
Oh yeah.
See, it's just for little kids. Did the boys like it?
I don't know. I didn't ask them, but they didn't say it was terrible a few times.
There you go. They were probably fine with it.
Yeah.
Malachi will normally enjoy pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Very, very rare that he doesn't like a movie, and Gabriel, I don't know. The critical eye's not really there for him.
No,
he's pretty.
But see, I don't think I'm very critical of movies either.
Yeah, you are.
Compared to a lot of people, I don't overanalyze the storyline or anything.
One word, rebar.
But I was just gonna say, but when there's just a big rebar in the kitchen, then it's a little. That's a bit of a stretch.
It's overanalysis.
It's not.
You don't know that they weren't holding it for somebody else.
Right.
So, there's that. So, Adelaide says it's great. So if you have a little 6-year-old and younger, they'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, it's really geared towards little.
So it's not like Pixar movies that have a wink towards adults. Thanks for coming out. Here's some jokes you guys are going to get that the little kids will laugh at, but they may not get the double meaning behind it.
Yeah.
And so here you go. Laser Envy being the one that really got me. And I remember laughing so hard at Laser Envy in the theater that all these little kids turned and looked at me.
Yeah, Disney and Pixar are really good at making little adult jokes. Just so that adults are... I
was an adult when I went to see Toy Story, and there was me and 2 of my friends. We all agreed to go together. And it was a whole theater of kids, and then the 3 of us. And we laughed at all the jokes that the little kids didn't get.
Yeah.
And we had them looking at us like we had 2 heads. We all of us had 2 heads.
Did I ever tell you? Yeah. I went to see Wedding Singer when I was in France. And it was in French, except for the songs. Mm-hmm. And it was so funny because
Linda?
Yeah,
the Linda
all
song?
of the songs. Yes, that one. I was laughing so hard. And you could tell there were people there that didn't speak English because they're just like...
What? But it all was...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody kill me, please.
And so that's kind of what makes me think
begging.
Of this.
Pretty,
here I was
please.
thinking it was just hilarious, and there's all these people like, what in the world? Because they just heard a song.
Gotta admit, when I was suddenly single 5 years ago, I really belted that song out a few times. That and Love Stinks. Cindy and Scott are newlyweds. Whoopity-doo! Cindy showed up. That's gotta be nice for you, right?
Such a fun movie.
I hate you.
Like that movie. You fan of Flock of Seagulls?
See, Billy gets it. Billy Idol gets it. Why doesn't she get it?
Anyways.
All right.
We kind of get sidetracked.
That tangent aside. She recommends you go see it. She gives it an 8 out of 10. She really enjoyed Ugly Dolls. Probably like movie of the year.
Chart of kid movies.
See, and that's what you get for complaining about me dragging you to this. That's what you get. I drag you to Marvel movies, but at least these are visually entertaining, and they have some fun to them as well. And this has deleted scenes, so I have to check that out. Oh, and I'm going to get a 60-inch 4K TV. Just let it
No,
let you
you're
know.
not. No.
Yes, I am.
Where in the world would that go?
Right here.
That would not even fit in this
room. It's going to replace
the
50-inch TV.
No.
It's only an extra 10 inches.
That would not... No. Shannon.
It's going to work.
Be a stupid amount of money, too.
No, it's not, actually. It's actually, the prices come way, way down on 4K TVs, and it's going to happen. So it's
not just astronomical now, it's just ridiculous.
It's $600.
That's a lot of money considering we have TVs.
Not really. This one I've had for 6 years.
And it works great.
It really... I need a new one. I know I paid $3,000 for that and all.
That's so ridiculous.
Don't get TVs on payments. Easy home. But yeah, I'm getting a new one. Just thought I'd let you know. Yep. It's happening at the end of this month. And then it's going to be massive. It's going to be awesome. At the very least, I'll get a 55-inch. That's a 50. That's a 50-inch TV. All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching, including the bickering towards the end. And, yeah, so if you've been thinking about watching Ugly Dolls...
Don't do it.
That's her response. I knew enough to say, you're seeing... I'm not going. But hey...
I don't go to any of the movies with the kids and I, though.
Not the crappy kids movies, no. The kids movies, there's a lot of crappy ones.
I know.
Especially up until July. Like, I don't know, it feels like Hollywood puts all of its energy now into superhero movies, and kids movies have been kind of shoved aside, unless you're doing another sequel for Toy Story or Frozen. In which case they go, yeah, we know this one will make $1 billion, so we'll promote this, but the rest of them kind of just... But Pixar's supposed to be done with sequels after Toy Story 4.
Good.
That's what they've said. They didn't want to do Finding Dory. Apparently, was Disney pressured for that one. They didn't want to do it, so
that movie was crap.
We'll see if they stick to that. Let me know if you guys think they'll stick to it. I don't think they'll stick to it because money talks. Thank you guys so much for all your support, for watching, and all that other wonderful stuff. Talk to you again soon.